Peace and love. Peace and love.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, pork, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, pork, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, pork, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat.
Unity between you and the woman, and her seed is going to crush your head, but your seed is going to bruise her heel. Which means that the woman is going to have to survive having her heel bruised in order to crush the head of the enemy.
Peace and love.
That means that life is going to change the way you walk, but it will not change the promise connected to your name.
Peace and love.
Changed the way I walked. When I was 13 years old, I got pregnant. Life bruised my heel. Changed the way I walked. From there, I changed my diet and I made decisions after decisions that were a reflection of what I thought about myself. It bruised my heel.
Peace and love.
But then something happened to me when I decided that I really wanted to flourish. And when I decided that I really wanted to flourish, I started to decide that it was better to start walking with a limp than to stay where pain met me.
Peace and love.
That's all the words somebody needs tonight. That you may not start off running after this trauma. And you may not start off running after this heartbreak. You may have to do it with a limp sometimes. But you have to make a decision down on the inside of you that I'm going to get up from this place where pain met me. I'm going to get up. You know why? Because bruised heels still crush serpent's head. And if that means that I got to take this bloody heel and I got to take this divorce and I got to put a baby on my hip and work paycheck to paycheck, I'm willing to do that so that I can figure out the next dimension of who I am. I am not who my hurt says I am. I am not where the enemy met me. I am who God says I am. I can do what God says I can do. And I'm crazy enough to believe that I can still do it.
And I'm just going to say that. I don't want to integrate. I don't want to be included in nothing they got going on. I don't want none of that. And if when I say something like that, it seems like I'm racist, right? Oh, black people get scared. Oh, wait a minute. You're trying to reverse civil rights. Blah, blah. No, I'm not trying to reverse civil rights, but let's just think about it. Because we think about separation and we think that that means like we have to hate everyone else and not deal with them. That's not what that means. Separation is Koreatown. Separation is Little Tokyo. Separation is Chinatown. Separation is Little Mexico. That's what separation is. Little India. That's separation. And in every major city, you have that. You have all these communities where they are and they own that space and they police their own communities and the money circulates within that community. That's separation. But where's ours? Because I'm not down in that. I don't down it. When I go into Koreatown in LA where everything is in Korean and me as an American, I can't read it. I don't get mad. That's what they built for themselves. When I go to East LA is Mexico, basically. Everything in Spanish, I can't read it as an American. I don't get mad, but that's separation. They have it. Where's ours? How come we don't have some little Africa or whatever we want to call it? I don't know. How come we ain't got nothing like that? You know? Doesn't seem as racist now, does it?
Now, I can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, can dance all night long. I can't help it.
Because I look good. That is? You
I
look
smell good. I feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh. Well,
because I look good.
That is? You
I
look
smell good.
That's
I
fact.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh. Well, there we are. We don't have to ask anybody else. We got that from the source. There you are.
Get their answer.
Beth, we're in the process.
The question is, may I have some coochie? No, you cannot have.
I'm one of your hosts, man. My name is Emmett. You can follow me at EMCGEEE. Got my man Troy in here.
Come on, man. It's your co-host, man. Bro, you already know where to follow me at, bro. The producer, #4, personal page. Slap of the trash of the business page.
There it is, bro. There it is, man. It's a great day, man. Had to do a little house cleaning this morning.
Oh yeah, they got you cleaning.
I'm talking about what we had to do in this house,
right?
You know, but it's all good, man. God is good, man.
Right.
You know what, man? If you a videographer, if you're good with the camera, if you know what you're doing and you're tapped into podcasts and you look at this stuff, you understand the angles and things, and you understand cameras. We do that, but it's only so much we can do from behind the microphone. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking for some people to add on to the team. We got a couple people in mind, man. We're building up, but if you're good with a camera, if you know what you're doing, you kind of know how to edit, whatever, man. Get in the comments, let us know something. Could be huge opportunity for growth in the future, man. But tap in, let us know. Let's see. Man,
what you got on the menu, bro?
Man, you know what?
You seen Deontay Wilder knocked the boy out.
Man, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, I saw that. Deontay Wilder is a monster, man.
He's a monster, but I don't know if he could survive in like a Mike Tyson or Holyfield era.
Exactly.
I don't see that happening.
I don't think he's technically that skilled.
No. He think he is, but I'm not knocking him. He's supposed to, but I mean, the fight was. I wasn't impressed by the fight at all.
Yeah, I heard he was losing the whole fight. Was he losing the whole fight?
I mean, Ortiz was he was the aggressor the whole entire fight. He was landing punches, but he didn't do nothing like spectacular neither.
Wow.
But was he winning? Probably so.
I got you.
But he got caught with a right hand and went to bed.
I got you.
And lost. That's the second time they fought. So
yeah, that's a fact.
He put him to bed and parked him like
that's a fact.
With no parking meter.
With no parking meter.
Come on, man.
Yes, indeed.
Got the boy, man.
Man, I was looking at a lot of sports over the weekend.
Yep.
The Lakers still look incredible. My Dallas Cowboys lost to the Patriots yesterday. It wasn't too bad of a game, but I want to talk about the Packers and the 49ers. They lost 8 it was like 7-38 or something like that. The 49ers really have a good team. I thought it was a fluke. The 49ers are like 10-1 right now. Looks like the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl. That's what it looks like.
You think so?
I don't think so. I think because I personally I feel like the 49er fans they're very uncouth. They just you got Raider fans and then you got 49er fans. And then it's like it's a different brand of fans, and they've been living it up all season. Their team been winning, but the truth is the truth. Congratulations to those guys, man, but I don't feel like they're gonna win a Super Bowl at all. It's hard for me to support 49ers after what they did to Colin Kaepernick. It's hard for me to get behind them after what the team did to Cap, man.
So what exactly you felt the team did? They didn't stand behind him as they should?
Exactly. I felt like all them brothers on the San Francisco 49ers, when Cap was taking a stance, they were just leaving them out there to dry, man. None of them dudes in the locker room was in unison with him. And like he only had Eric Reed to kneel with him.
But everybody is not for the cause.
That's true.
And that's what sometimes people got to understand. Like, you got some people that's willing to put everything on the line for it, but you got others that's not putting anything.
Yeah, that's not going for none of that. Exactly.
No, they just like, I gotta feed my family. This the only way I'm gonna feed my family. So I can't support with you, Cap.
Exactly.
I mean,
to me, that's not cool though. But I understand you got to feed your family. It's certain things that you have to attend to. But man, you gonna leave this brother. You see him on the sideline right next to you,
right?
And you not gonna support this dude?
Yeah, I can't say if it's cool or uncool because I understand that everybody is just not with it.
Yeah.
Some people scared. Some people is just not with it for whatever reason. They're not with it. Everybody is just not going to be on board.
Exactly.
But I do feel like I wish we can have more people that's on board than anything.
Absolutely. Just brothers that support each other, man. We're not saying you got to go do no interviews or nothing like that. Right. But if you see your boy on your team taking he's kneeling and he's getting all this flack,
right?
Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
Just deal with him or something.
Yeah, or I guess everybody play they role. Everybody has their different, role.
Yeah. And I would challenge 49er fans. How can y'all still be fans of the 49ers after seeing what happened to the Cap?
Well, if you challenge them, then we shouldn't watch football. Period, because the NFL did it to Cap.
True. On a larger scale, the NFL did it, but we can definitely pinpoint the 49ers. If we can't blame nobody else, we can blame the 49ers for sure.
So you can blame the 49ers, but you can't blame other black people for still supporting the NFL.
It's like a double-edged sword. You right. Like I could pass it. It could go either way. But I'm saying like we can blame the NFL for sure. We know the NFL is playing foul for sure. But we can also put the 49ers into that boat also. It's like we can't be mad at the NFL without being mad at the 49ers.
That's true.
It's like you can't get around that.
Do you think the NFL put the pressure on the 49ers?
I mean, I'm sure all those owners and it's like a little squad. It's like a little gang.
This is true.
So I'm sure they know what's going on. But it's like it's swept under the rug for them, and we just mad at the NFL. But look at the 49ers. That's where it happened at.
Right.
And none of them brothers took a stand. None of them fans did nothing. Like, how can y'all still be down with the 49ers so tough after what happened?
Yeah, I mean.
Come on, man.
That's a tough one to say. I just feel like if you feel like people shouldn't be down with the 49ers, then people shouldn't be down with the NFL.
That's a fact. Maybe people shouldn't be down with the NFL.
Or we should start our own football league.
There it is.
I think 70%. I know at least 70% of the NFL is black.
That's a fact.
So you got 30% left. You don't even have enough teams to. The NFL would go to shits if every black player left and we created our own. But people don't see it as that
because they have a. I'm not gonna say they're scared. I'm not even gonna say they have a victim mentality. But it's like we could do that in all sports. The NBA.
Right.
Right, and it's idealistic to think about that, or we could have our own leagues and all that, but we can't even get brothers to support. You can't even get a black man who got a good job to support his brother kneeling right next to him. What makes you think you're gonna get all these brothers to leave a league where they get a check every week and create their own league? Like that security of having a check every week, I don't think a lot of them cats want to even step outside of that and say we're gonna build our own.
If it's already something set that they can go to, they might.
But it's not. We have to create it. So we know we got to create our own leagues.
Right.
But will we be able to get those brothers to do that? We can't even get brothers to kneel. We can't even get you to stand in. We can't even get Stephen A. not to go on TV and talk bad about his brother. We can't even get him not to do that. So how can we expect all these men to say we're going to pool our money together and create a league? Is that even realistic?
I think it's very realistic, right? Something similar to look at Ice Cube with the Big Three.
True.
You know, that's something that's like a step towards. Mm-hmm. That's the Big Three. That's a 3-on-3. He can turn that into a 5-on-5 league.
You real? That's real.
Immediately.
That's very real.
You know, that's just a prime example. Now, like I said, everybody is not going to be with it. Mm-hmm. Period. Point blank. And those are people we not worried about. Get with it or get rolled over.
I feel that. But see, how do you know? How do you identify those who with it, who ain't with it?
Because they gonna show you. They gonna show you.
Over time, they gonna show themselves.
You gonna see it.
Yeah.
That's just the same way. Think about it. If you got a homeboy that's just always talking smack, like how tough he is, and I'll do this, I'll do that. Okay. When the time comes, we gonna see.
Yeah. And typically those type of dudes.
So he gets rolled over.
Exactly.
It's the same exact thing. Time will show who we working with.
Who is who?
Who's who.
I feel that.
So as time go on, you got people like Stephen A. Smith. He's trying to walk the
he's
fine
getting exposed
line
now, man.
Yeah, he's trying to walk a fine line. He's trying to please two sides.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Exactly.
There's the other guy too that the heavyset black dude.
Yes, the other dark.
I can't remember his name. He's the worst.
You talking about Jason? Is it Jason? I know
Whitlock?
Yeah, Jason Whitlock.
That's him.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Let me look it up to
He's
make
like
sure I got
Uncle
the right
Ruckus.
name.
Yeah,
let me make sure I got the right name.
But see, I feel like these talking heads. See, they go out and say what these white folks can't go out and say in public necessarily.
Right.
It's like Stephen A. And it's like.
Yeah, that's Jason Lee Whitlock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like they can go out and say what they want. They can go out and say what these white folks feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like D.L. Hughley said, when Kanye speaks, he makes white folks feel comfortable about their racism. Makes them feel comfortable about their thoughts and opinions on black folks. So it's like, I feel like when a lot of these guys on ESPN, those guys that are always in left field, always coming at black guys, always on some bullshit, I feel like that's in their contract. Hey, you know what you do here. This is what's going on. You need to get ahead of this.
Right.
And I feel like Stephen A. wasn't always on that team, but with this new $40 million contract, they was like, look, sir.
You got to be on our team.
Hey, this is what it is.
I got a better question. Has anybody stopped to think that some of these black men probably really feel and believe what they speaking out of their mouth?
Absolutely. When you look at Jason Whitlock, I feel like he believes it.
And that's what I'm saying, because when I look at him, I believe that he really telling his truth.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And it's based on his experience, so we can't even say that's wrong. That's based on his experience.
He gets rolled over.
Yeah, he can't come to the barbecue.
And when I say you get rolled over, that means everybody that's with the cause, you shun. It's a wrap.
Yeah,
you can't come
around.
No,
exactly.
So you got to go seek refuge with
those people like yourself.
With those people like yourself, because the whites that you working for is definitely not. They not about to let you.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
So go find those that you got whatever in common with, and then y'all can go rally up and do whatever y'all do.
Exactly.
But if y'all come over here, just know you gonna get rolled over. Period. Point blank.
Okay, that's how it works. And we spoke about that with the gangs too, how to change things in the gangs. Everybody on a common thing.
It's the same concept.
Exactly. If you're not down, exactly.
Everybody, like, you got to think about it. How do you keep order?
You got to hold each other accountable. It's got to come from within.
Just look at the country. The country has its laws in order to keep order.
Exactly.
If you do this, you do this, you do this, this is what's going to happen to you. Period. Point blank. I don't care who you are. I don't care how. I don't care. This is it. This is it.
So you say in our community we need laws like that too. We need order. If you do this, this is what's gonna happen to you.
Yes,
that's a fact.
Period. Point blank.
That's a fact.
You steal from, you taking from people, hard working, earned people, and this and that. This happened to you. You kill this person for this, and this happens to you.
Exactly.
You rob an old lady. You take her purse. This happens to you.
And that has to be enforced from the people of the community.
Yes, we have to enforce it.
How do we? But see, getting people on the same page to do that. That's the mission. I do think it's possible though.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Right.
I correct myself. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. It just seems so. You got so many.
It seems so far away.
Yeah, you got so many suckers out here. It just seems like, man, how can we even come together and do that? But you're right. It's
but I do. I mean, I do feel like there's a lot of damage that has been done that would deter certain people from not even wanting to, peace with people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think some people been damaged similar to like how certain women that say, "Oh, men broke my heart, so now I'm dating girls."
Yeah.
You got certain people that feel like blacks may have did this to them, so they don't.
They on the other side.
So they on the other side. Now I'm never switching sides.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. This my team, this my squad. And right or wrong, I'm a ride, behind the scenes, I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong.
Exactly.
We might even fight because
exactly.
you're wrong.
Exactly.
But
we can still piece it up after that.
Exactly. Depending on how you feel.
Fact.
But everybody got to understand that everybody is not going to be on the same page, and just because this person is black don't mean that they have the same concepts as you.
And I think I got to come to that understanding, because I be feeling like you a black man, you should be down for the cause.
Everybody is not with that. Exactly. So you gotta let people show you who they are, and these people, once they show you who they are, he's not down for the cause. We don't want him in the cause anyway, because he might be a plant.
Exactly.
He might just roll over anyway on us.
He might be Jesse Jackson.
There you have. He
might get king shot.
You get what I'm saying? And that's why you can't force everybody to be down.
That's a fact.
You can't
because if you forcing people to be down, it could compromise the mission.
It could compromise the mission and wear us out, and that's how I feel about it.
Goddamn.
I just want to switch reels real quick.
All right.
Did you see? There's a video of there's a couple in the car, a young black couple in a car. They obviously was had an argument or whatever situation they had. They was into it. The woman's name is India Mackey. She's recording her boyfriend named Kevin Dixon, and he's loading a pistol. And as he's loading the pistol, he's like,
What?
he's pretty much describing what type of bullets he got. He's loading the gun up with hollow tips and told her these hollow tips will eat your ass up.
Are you serious?
It was a 19-second video clip, and then that's the same car that they found her dead body shot in, and he was driving crazy. She recorded a video of him loading the gun. Let me see. Yeah, that's it right there. Yep.
Oh, let's see.
That's
inside of a van in his driveway on Shirley Avenue. Mackey.
Let me see if I can find the original video.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
So she was recording him loading the gun.
He loading the gun, and as he's loading the gun, he telling her basically, "I'm about to shoot you." Long story short. And then that's the same car she ended up finding her dead body in.
Wow. And
then they arrested his mom at the hearing. They charging her with accessory to the fact, because I guess he called her and had her try to hide whatever evidence. So I don't really know, but yeah, I just saw that yesterday.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, that happened like some days ago, bro. That's sick.
That's nuts.
Yep.
So I don't understand, like, what you don't have to shoot your girl, man. Like, just leave her, bro. Like, you don't have to shoot her. You don't have to ever hit a woman. You don't have to do none of that.
Look,
like,
some of these men, bro.
What's going on with these young boys, man?
Some of these men they emotional.
But to shoot her though. Let's see.
Large police scene unfolding in East Point. Well, now the cell phone video a 20-year-old woman took moments before she was killed is showing police exactly what happened. Mara McDonald live at the Macomb County Jail tonight. Mara, police have her boyfriend in custody.
They sure do,
That's
Devin,
crazy,
and they charged
man.
him with first-degree murder. And there is a reason, once you see this cell phone video, why the judge said he's going to be staying here with no bond.
Look at this.
This is Kevin Dixon asking his girlfriend India Mackey why she's recording him. The two had been fighting. Pay attention to Dixon's hands. He's wiping his fingerprints off of bullets.
Think I'm playing, huh? Hit you with this big 4-5 hollow tips, gonna eat your ass up.
Moments later, police say an angry Dixon fired at India, killing her while sitting in a van in his Warren driveway. Police would pull him over in East Point Tuesday night for driving erratically. Her dead body next to him.
Mr. Dixon, you're charged with
her body was in a car?
First degree. You understand that?
In the world, man.
Yes.
Dixon was arraigned today, but that's not all.
She's accessory to the crime. Like, what? Exactly.
Chaos outside Judge John Chimura's courtroom where the arraignment was going down as Dixon's mother was arrested, charged with being an accessory to the crime. Back here live, as the prosecutors were laying out the case.
I don't understand. I mean, I couldn't even. I don't know. I don't understand how you I don't even want nobody to love me that much.
Yeah, don't love me that much.
No, not to the point where you're gonna get mad and kill me. No, I don't need that type of love. You can keep that. Yeah, that's ugly, bro. That's a sad situation, man.
How are these kids being raised? When you raise, I remember my pops telling me, man, you don't never put your hands on a woman, man. Regardless of how mad they make you,
right?
Don't ever put your hands on a woman because it's not gonna go good for you.
Right. It never goes well. What do you do now in today's time? Like, I see a lot of high school fights, and they
pulling out weapons and stuff.
No, but I see a lot of fights that's boys fighting girls.
Yeah, on the internet, it'd be weird. Yeah.
And everybody but nobody step in and stop it.
Exactly.
They just stand and record it like it's a fair fight.
It's so weird, man.
But what happens, what kills me is how you got the transgenders and they fight. Mm-hmm. I don't really know. Okay, let's say a boy that's turned into a girl or whatever and fighting a girl.
That's not right. That's not cool.
That's not a fair fight.
Exactly, because that's a man fighting a girl.
This is true.
Exactly.
Now, have you saw some of those transgenders that they let play in the opposite
That's
sport?
not cool either, because those are men playing against girls.
Yeah.
Those are men wrestling girls, men on a basketball court. That's not cool.
And then you dominating.
Yep.
And then you wonder why you dominating.
Because you're a man, bro.
That's a fact.
And I know that's not politically correct. Like you want to be that's not the correct term, but bro, if you have a penis, you shouldn't be participating in female sports.
I agree.
I don't care how you identify yourself or what you relate to. Like if you have a penis, you should not be competing against females. Cause it's not, I don't think it's, and that's not to say women are just weak and they're docile. I'm just saying that it just doesn't match up. Like we shouldn't do that.
How do you feel about when did they give Caitlyn Jenner Women of the Year a while some years ago?
God, my goodness.
I think that's a slap in the face
What I said the other day, you could be a white man in this world and do whatever you want. You could be a white man and get the Woman of the Year award. You could do whatever you want to do in this country as a white man. You could be a white man and get a greatest woman in the world. That's crazy. That's nuts.
I don't understand it at all. You know, but I do think some women are to blame because they support certain things. Like
they support that.
Like they support this man saying I'm a woman, and then they allow this man to call him a bitch just because he's gay. But just because he's gay don't mean he allowed to call you a bitch.
Exactly.
I look at it like, would you let a straight man call you a bitch?
Absolutely not.
So why does sexuality got anything to do with the disrespect?
It's so crazy out here, man. It's Star Trek. It's Star Wars, Star Trek. It's the Wizard of Oz out here. It's the Twilight Zone out here. It's crazy out here, man.
I just think the roles kind of reverse with like some of the younger generation. Not with all. I don't want to. Just disrespect the young generation and all of that, because you got good and bad people from all generations, but I feel like too much is accepted.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
You got people out here that can wake up and say, I saw the black girl that woke up and said she's white. Then you got Whoa Vicky that's able to say she black.
Right. And then your kids can wake up in the third grade and say, I want to be a girl. I don't want to be a boy. And it's people that's supporting that. And then it's like.
You can be whatever you want to be.
It's nuts out here, man. It's crazy.
I'm looking at them like, nigga, don't you know we can see you?
Yeah, it's the fact,
I'm looking
man.
dead at. I know.
That's a fact.
That's all
I know that you're a boy.
Come on, man.
Hey, but it is what it is.
Yeah, most definitely times has changed, bro. But, equality for all.
Yes, indeed, man. We know it's a holiday season. Thanksgiving, right behind Thanksgiving is gonna be Christmas.
They say you ain't doing no cooking. Huh?
I ain't doing no. I might barbecue a little something on Thursday.
You gonna barbecue on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, you know how I like to do. I might put a little carne asada out there or something.
Boy, barbecuing on the Thanks Day,
I might do that. Day. But we've been talking about this sex trafficking.
Yep.
One of these cops, man, just dropped a heartfelt message. The police is like, look, the sex trafficking is real and there's nothing we can do about it. Basically. He said.
So what did he say? Don't call him?
No, he's like, he basically said you need to protect yourself because if they take you, we can't do nothing for you. That's basically what he said. And it's a black guy. I think he maybe Detroit or something.
Let me hear this, man.
Yeah, check this out.
Guys, I'm gonna make this quick, short,
is this an official
to the point.
police officer?
I don't really do this, but this
or
is
he
important.
just dressing up like he a cop?
This whole human trafficking, sex trafficking thing is not a game. It's not a joke. It's real. All right, so I need you guys to take it seriously. Just sent out a bunch of videos and emails to the females in my life, my aunts, my sisters, my daughters, my nieces. Take this stuff seriously, guys. Don't go anywhere, especially this holiday season. Don't go anywhere by yourself. Whatever shopping you got to do, let's try to get it done during the day, because a lot of what these people are doing, they're doing at night, and they're doing, once they get you, they got you. You might as well be on the moon. It ain't nothing that law enforcement can do when we don't know where you're at. Won't have a clue as to where you're at or how to find you. So you've got to take this seriously. I know a lot of us, especially Christians right now, we get hemmed up in a lot of these situations because all we do is pray. And don't misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with prayer. I believe in prayer. The Bible says watch and pray. A lot of times we get caught because you're on your knees with your head down and your eyes closed. You can't see nothing that way. There's nothing wrong with praying, but I mean, you can pray with your eyes open, and you can pray standing up. You can pray in a posture ready to defend yourself. And in this scenario, with what's going on with this whole human trafficking and sex trafficking stuff, you got to be prepared to defend yourself. Exactly. Those of you that don't want to carry a firearm, go and get yourself a can of mace. Go and get yourself a flashlight taser. Go get something that you can use to defend yourself. This is serious, guys. It's not a game. This is a different Jay talking to you right now. All right. So do what you got to do to protect yourself.
So there it is. Basically telling the ladies, man, you might want to be nonviolent and all that, but you need to have a taser or a knife or a gun or something on you, especially during this holiday season, because it's gonna get worse. So just be careful.
Man, I say you better grab you a pistol.
Yep, better get you something.
I'm telling you now, you better grab you a pistol, because that can of mace or that knife, some people not scared of a knife.
Yep. Yep.
And then to even use a knife, you got to get up close in person.
Exactly. You got to get up on somebody to use a knife.
You got to get on him to really do that. So,
and if you don't know what that's like, you might be a little scared of that too.
The minute it's probably harder to use that knife up close in person than it is to shoot that pistol.
Absolutely. It's way harder to use that knife up close in person.
I'm just saying probably even mentally too.
Yeah, yeah. Because you got to poke and turn and tear and all that. Yeah.
Right on them and
it's
a piece of love, you know.
Absolutely. And a woman, you got to have some strength to even be able to do that. Granted, the knife will get somebody off you, man, but we saying to have something. Don't be out here caught with nothing.
Hey, what you feel about the Clippers?
I'm gonna be real about the Clippers. First off, I gotta be respectful. I gotta give them one of these because they not the Lakers, but the Clippers have a really good team. They backcourt, man, with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. The way Paul George is playing,
right?
They balling. They got a squad, and Kawhi Leonard is just, he's like a machine. He no finesse, nothing, but he just gets it done, bro.
Did you hear Patrick Patterson comments?
What'd he say? About Patrick Beverly?
Patterson.
Who was Patrick Patterson?
Patrick Patterson plays for the Clippers. His
What'd
wife is white.
Okay.
Right. So I guess the conversation starts with somebody saying like I guess an Instagram follower stated that Patterson could never get his wife, right?
He said, okay.
So basically a follower took a shot at Patrick saying that if you wasn't in the NBA, you're probably 9 times out of 10 not be able to crack the wife you got.
Right.
His wife is white.
Yeah.
So what happened was he responded. He wrote it. This is what he said. I'm gonna read it, bro.
I can't believe. Go ahead.
He responded to the follower and he said, "So I should settle for a bulldog and act like I'm happy with my life and preach keep it in your race to the world as if Dr. King didn't fight / die for equality, acceptance, in all cultures, loving one another and no hate. No thanks. That may be your life, but I don't want that for mine or my family. Color doesn't matter.
Stupid.
Wake up."
Stupid.
That's what he said.
So first of all,
this was a conversation. This was a back and forth that he had with an Instagram follower.
Hell no.
Nigga, you gay.
First of all, if you wasn't in the NBA, talking about, I hate when I hear black folks say, "Oh, color don't matter," bro. You get hurt, break your leg right now.
Right.
You can't go back to the NBA.
Right.
The examiner comes say it's a wrap for you, bro. You can't play the NBA no more, and then look over at your white girl and see what she gonna say to you and what her parents gonna tell her to do.
Right.
See what's gonna happen. When shit get rough, everybody want to be with the black man when it's all good. Right. But when they get real,
yeah.
What you come on?
Everybody
man.
Everybody want to be a nigga, but they don't want to be a nigga.
Man, that's some suckers. Come on.
Yeah, that's what he said. But of course, he doubled back and posted some BS apology.
Suck ass nigga. Man, I hate when I
Why
see
apologize?
That,
I'm just saying how could your apology be genuine and you really feel how you feel?
Yeah.
First of all, what you mean a bulldog?
A bulldog.
What are you
You
talking
black.
about?
Your mama's is a black woman.
I guess his mama a bulldog.
That's some sucker shit, man. I hate when brothers get with these white
guess his
girls.
granny
and just,
a bulldog.
Yeah. I wonder
That's
if he got
according to
kids.
him?
Yeah, like what the
You get
I mean,
me?
we have to go to a Clipper game, man.
Yeah, hey,
You know.
listen here. If
What's
I go
going
to
on
a
with
Clipper
this
game,
dude?
I'm coming with tomatoes and
Everything.
bananas
What's
and all
his name?
that.
His name is at PDPATT. Let me follow
that's
this
him.
dude on Instagram.
Yep, that's him. And then he posts an apology, but don't post an apology and then disable the comments. I hate that. Don't. Come on,
Straight
bro.
sucker, huh?
Throwing rocks and hide your hand. That's
He's a real
weak.
sucker. Patrick Patterson. Yeah, this is his Instagram right here.
That's Patrick Patterson.
At PD Pat. Make sure y'all go follow him. Sucker ass nigga right here, boy.
Yep, that's exactly what he did, bro. I don't understand it.
That's crazy, bro.
Yep.
That's crazy. So I don't want to be with a bulldog, but you just know, bro, if you wasn't dribbling that basketball, and actually after you get done dribbling that basketball and you can't dribble it no more,
Right.
if your investments ain't straight, them white girls ain't gonna be there for you, bro.
And my whole thing is, I don't even know who is Son a star.
No, never heard of him.
Exactly, that's my point. So I think everybody, like, if you gonna date outside your race, especially black men, don't down talk black women.
Yeah, like
that's some of the lamest shit you could do.
Absolutely.
Like, don't just do if this is who you like and this who you want to date, just do what you're doing. But
Exactly.
don't down talk black women as if you don't have a black mama or black aunties or black sisters or a black granny and all
That's
of the above.
fact.
Or don't make that the excuse as to why you stepped out to go date outside of your race. Just
Exactly.
say, I wanted to try it.
Exactly. And don't say Martin Luther King died for this.
Right.
No,
Don't
he didn't
use
die
that.
for you to run around and run behind white women. That's not what he died for. You sucker. That's not what he died for at all. What the fuck?
He died for us to be treated equally.
And we already talked about all that. That integration thing, I think, was the worst thing for us.
Right.
And King woke up right before he got killed, but
this is true.
You know what I'm saying?
He started, but it's crazy because King and then Malcolm, they message kind of little.
They started
shifted.
clicking up a little bit.
Right, exactly.
And that's why Jesse got him up out of there.
Why do you think it is that you got a lot of these black men that get a bag and then they go get a white woman?
I feel like they come from they have a weak foundation. They daddies wasn't shit. Something because how can you get successful and then say, I know when we get the money,
right,
we have that allure to white women. They want us, and then when we get that money, that's when we get that access. You feel like, okay, I can go get me a white girl now because I got some money.
Right.
But it's terrible. You gotta hate your own, man. You gotta hate your people.
Do you think some people, I think I think it's that too. Some of them hate their people, but I think some of these men are just too soft to the point where certain black women are
Just
too
run over 'em.
aggressive for them.
Yeah.
And they can't handle it.
But see,
so
I can't agree with that,
But
man.
I think I do, because I think some black women should be happy that these white women that took some of these black niggas out the
Word.
picking.
Word.
Because he's a sucker anyway.
Absolutely. You don't want to be.
He probably couldn't handle you anyway,
Exactly.
which is to, but that's not for all.
And any man I feel like is gonna go do that. And I know I got some homies that got wives outside of their race and all that, and it's all good. But I feel like you weakening your seed.
Right? You saying that
if we just go straight on the surface, if we got two full blood pit bulls,
right?
You feel me? And we
Right.
trying to get it right, and we gonna breed them. You know what we talking about? If I got two full blood pit bulls and I got a mixed breed pit bull,
you talking about interracial.
Exactly. What's gonna be the stronger puppies? What's gonna be the stronger lineage?
Is what you're saying?
Yeah. What's gonna be stronger? What's gonna be more pertinent?
So you saying you don't agree with having kids outside your race, or do you agree with having a relationship outside of your race? Dating.
I do agree. I believe that everything is very culturally diverse. I feel like you should be able to try and figure out what you like. You know, so I'm not against dating outside your race. I've slept with white girls before. You know what I'm saying? My Latino sisters and things like that. But as far as procreation and building a family and all that, and really having something solid, I just don't believe that a woman outside of your race can ever truly understand you. And being that she can't understand you, how can you guys come together and raise kids in this world. Your kids are gonna be lost. Their identity is gonna be misplaced. And if it ain't 100%, we talking two pit bull, two strong lions. If I got a lion mating with a cheetah, the baby might be pretty, but the traits of the baby is gonna be messed up. It's not gonna be able to perform how it's supposed to perform. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be right. You might have some pretty fur on the baby, but the baby's gonna be messed up. The baby might be a little retarded. Okay.
Wow.
Excuse me. The baby might be on the spectrum a little bit. The baby might be on the spectrum. You feel? But if you got two lions, that's gonna be a lion baby.
What?
That's gonna be Simba.
Hell.
Hey.
Look, man.
I'm trying to get me a little Simba. Okay. I don't want no little exotic. I'm trying to get a little Simba.
You don't want a house cat.
You know, I don't want no house cat.
Man, look. That's what I was saying, man. Wait a minute. I lost my train of thought.
Hey, that's it is what it is, man. I feel like the lions be with the lions, you know. Everybody trying to get that exotic. I want my baby to have nice fur and all that. Like, man, look, my baby needs to be able to do what he's supposed to be able to do.
Okay, I'll say this. Look, I'll say this, right? I feel like
what?
Okay, so of course, if you want your lineage, you know, your background, your lineage to be straight black, then yeah, obviously you gonna stay within your race.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you do got some people like, cause bro, when I went to just like even the Bay, I've been to up north a lot of times, and everybody is kind of just blended in. Like I see you got the Asians with the blacks. Everybody is just blended and mingled as one. You know, so I could see how, depending on where you grew up at, some people you would end up dating outside of your race.
Yeah.
Now, I would say that I think it depends on your nationality and where you grew up at to determine if you can kind of have an understanding of what it is to be a black person in this world.
Yeah.
Cause you got some.
You said if you grew up close to black people, you might understand them a little more.
You might understand them a little more.
Yeah.
You got some people, right? You got some women out here that had sex with a black man. They got a black child, and the world see their child as being black.
Right.
So that gives them a certain type of understanding because their kid has to come home with this.
Yeah.
And now she got to deal with it from however she got to deal with it, right?
True.
But like, I feel like, I mean, you could go date who you want to date. I just hate the fact that people get successful and then
they go switch
and
up.
then you switch up.
I don't like that, bro.
I don't like that at all. I feel like, I guess if you grew up with this white girl on your block as your neighbor,
then it's understandable. Cause that's all you know.
Cause that's all you know. You got some of these young kids, especially, bro. Imagine a kid going, he playing sports somewhere. You got a lot of kids that's playing sports at private schools and shit now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you take this kid from the hood or wherever, and he's in this school, and it's a very diverse crowd. 9 times out of 10, it's probably gonna happen.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not against interracial stuff.
But I feel like don't let that become you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Don't switch sides or don't.
Yeah, but how many brothers we see do that? The comedians, the ball players, they'll get successful. They'll break up with their woman, and I understand you get access to better women.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't trust white women, bro.
I understand.
Real talk.
It's traumatic.
I don't, bro. I used to be at the job, and I would use the elevator to go up and down, you know, real fast because I might have to go get a shoe from the third floor.
Yeah.
If I see some white women going on the elevator and it's just me, I wouldn't go in it. I would let that close.
Yeah. I'm not playing with it.
You're not about to set me up.
Yeah.
Come on. From historically, this is what it's been.
Yeah. I understand.
So you can't be mad at me for feeling this way.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean, you know, no disrespect, but shit, I'm going based on what's really happened.
Just protecting myself. I don't want no situation.
I don't want no situation. You know, now you might feel some type of way about me because what you saw from black men, and I'm not about to be mad at you. That's your problem, though.
And people, you got to understand how I feel. My name is Emmett, so I'm deeply connected to white women and the whole situation. So I feel that every day. So I'm cool. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. You could take that other. I'm good.
This nigga
for real.
Crazy, bro.
Man, but this is to switch gears finally, man.
Yeah.
We talked about the T.I. thing. T.I. and his daughter.
He came back and said it was a misunderstanding.
Did he? I didn't listen to it. That's what he
I
said?
didn't listen to the whole thing, but pretty much I guess that's what sums up the whole.
Yeah.
You gotta, he say it's a misunderstanding.
Let's see what T.I. had to say about his daughter's situation.
That have been surrounding how we interact and parent and what is appropriate and inappropriate. Right. I think all of this surrounds a conversation that I was having in a very joking manner when asked, how do I deal with parenting in this day and age? And so I just began to, from a place of truth, I began to embellish and exaggerate. And I think that a lot of people kind of like took it extremely literal, because if you put any of my reputation, like who I am as a father and who I've been, I honestly thought people knew me better than that.
Well, there's some of us that know you, but there's a lot of people who don't. Yeah. Do you understand the sensitivity of it all? Really?
I did not.
Do you understand it now?
Oh, I understand it now. Yes, I do. Absolutely. However, my intentions, I think, have been terribly misconstrued and misconceived.
Right.
Let me go set this record straight. I never said I was in any exam room. That is an assumption.
Right.
That is a falsity.
Got it.
I never said that it was being done present day.
Right.
As an 18-year-old.
She was 15 and 16 years old at the time.
I just think he made a bad. He just had a bad choice of words. Pretty much. That's what that really was. That's how I see it. Because I believe him.
And that goes back to what you said yesterday, man. Being able to articulate yourself a certain way to where it's no misconception.
Right.
Yeah, because that whole thing blew up out of proportion.
Right. Yeah. Or maybe it was just a bad time. The timing was off, or he just shouldn't have probably made that type of, or embellished on that type of quote unquote joke or whatever.
Exactly.
It was. He probably shouldn't have never just did it anyway, because it was going, regardless of what you say now, it was going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be headlines. Yep.
Right. So I think that's what Yeah, man. He kind of. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Well, I mean, you got anything else, man? It's pretty light today.
That's it, man. That's all I got for today.
Tomorrow, man, we had I forget who these guys were, man. Hit us up. I don't know.
Don't say no names yet.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, man. I ain't gonna say no names. But this week, man, we got a couple guests coming through, man. We have two of the female co-hosts gonna be here. If not tomorrow, then if not tomorrow, Wednesday, Friday, sometime this week. But Thanksgiving is this week, man. We should have some special for you guys later on. That's pretty much all I got, man. God is good. You got anything for the people?
Yeah, man. Get money.
Get money?
Hell yeah.
Just get some money, huh?
Come on, man. We live in LA. We live in a capitalist society. Get money. You got to get money to take care of everything, man. Get your money.
Get your money.
Get your dollars, your paper, your yapers, your goudas, your cheese.
There it is.
Whatever you call it, your blue notes.
Your blue notes.
Your Benjis,
your greenbacks.
Your Benjis, your Jacksons, everything. Come on, man.
There it is. Well, we're going to go out, man. This is new Party Next Door, man, called News. The joint he dropped with Drake was terrible, but this song is really good. Y'all check it out. Party Next Door News. We see y'all tomorrow. Peace and Love podcast, man. God is good. Y'all take it easy.
Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love.